Welcome to another edition of Coffee Talk with immigration attorney Brian D. Lerner. It just so happens that last week I did a video on how DACA was open again, how a federal court had ordered the Trump administration to accept new DACA applications. And here we are a week later. Things have turned south again. The Trump administration essentially has ignored that order from the U.S. District Court, has essentially ignored the order from the U.S. Supreme Court, and decided more or less to go rogue, meaning that they are not accepting any new applications for DACA at this point, and any renewal applications are only going to get a year renewal rather than two. So what does all this mean, minus the constitutional implications of essentially ignoring the Supreme Court? Um, well, it means that if you have another avenue of relief that you might qualify for, but you've been afraid to do it, you've been waiting, you thought you didn't need to because you essentially, are here safely on DACA, it would not be a good idea to wait any longer. Now, of course, come November 3rd, we all hope that Trump will no longer be in office. But even if he's voted out, we have the time between November 3rd and when the new president would be sworn in on January, where all kinds of havoc can be wreaked, and nobody knows what will happen. So if you have DACA right now, and you're thinking that either, it'll come back again, or, all these problems will stop, or that you don't really need to do anything, you need to rethink that and you need to move forward. So, for example, I have lots of clients that are on DACA, but they don't qualify to adjust in the US, and they got married, but they do qualify for consulate processing along with a provisional waiver. And what's stopping them is they don't want to leave the country to go to the U.S. consulate. But if the provisional waiver is approved and the marriage is bona fide, there's really quite a bit less risk than doing nothing. People get a false sense that because they've been here for so many years, because they're safely here on DACA, that nothing will happen to them. And especially with the Trump administration and today's day and age, you need to move on any legitimate form of relief that you have without delay. Now is the time. Okay, do what you have to do. I mean, if you end up getting deported, or tomorrow DACA is totally rescinded, by time it ends up getting to the Supreme Court again, you could long be deported. So while you are here safely on DACA, uh, do what you have to do to get residency. Call my office. I'll let you know what the possibilities are for other forms of relief. This is just a temporary stopgap, anyways. It's essentially breathing room to do what you have to do. Okay, so give my office a call. The initial consultation's free. If you like the video, click like, subscribe. More on the coming weeks. Thank you.